New Brunswick. Why should the officers care about New Brunswick?
That's right.
The person that tells him what area to go in don't care nothing about New Brunswick.
That's right.
So why should I, when he tell me to go up there and rattle and shake, rock, and rattle that community, I'm gonna do it. Because he don't care nothing about the community. We gotta address that. We gotta focus on Anthony Caputo and his lack of compassion for our community, because things like this will continue to happen.
That's right.
They're quick to pull out their guns only in certain areas.
Quick.
Is there such thing as a police negotiator? Talking to, you know, and a lot of people don't realize these officers are plain clothes. Their badges are not shown. A lot of things they do wrong. But you got to think they have somebody behind them that's protecting them regardless of what. And they'll protect them even when they commit murder.
That's right.
Their whole goal is, you got to think like this, police are getting hired to make the city money. They got to funnel the city. Because they run around here, they snatch you up for nothing, they ticket your car so you could be right here, one of them. That's the purpose.
That's right.
You got to become one of them.
That's right.
You got to be in there with that judge, explaining your story. You got to contact one of these lawyers, and there's about 300-400 lawyers all around this city.
Corrupt.
That's their duty, is to get you in this court system. And if they really hit the jackpot, they'll get you down the street on the 5th floor.
That's right.
That's what they want.
That's right.
But you know, we'll come out here next week, you know, and we'll come out here the week after that, and we'll come out here the week after that till they get the hint. But we have to put pressure on Bruce Kaplan.
Right.
He's not going to slide this under the door. We're going to make sure that he presents this case to the grand jury with some type of integrity. For you to present a case without even charging the officers is insane.
That's right.
Bruce Kaplan. His name, the lead prosecuting officer is Bruce Kaplan. We're going to make sure he does his job. Because he can do his job well. If you go up there on the 5th floor of the courthouse, there's hundreds of people that he put charges on to make sure that they're up there getting prosecuted. So he can do his job.
He can do his job.
He just won't do. He just refused to do it for police officers. That's the thing. He can do his job. He just refused to do it towards police officers. It took him what, 3 years to convict Richard Rowe? I mean, to charge Richard Rowe? It's insane.
3 years.
3 years. The public found out about it just last year. They just let us know about it, you know, and that was in October. They suspended him in March. He worked in this building. So that means if you had a situation with the police department, guess what happens? You go to talk to this guy, and he throws your complaint in the shredder. Now they don't want to tell which complaints were thrown in the shredder. That could have been one of the officers that committed the act last night. It could have been one of the officers that committed the act in September.
It happened again, didn't it?
We know that your complaint is in the shredder. So not only is the Internal Affairs protecting them, you got the police commissioner protecting them, you got Anthony Caputo, the police director, protecting them. They got more protection than we do.
You're on camera,
I've been on camera since September.
They sent somebody down to film you.
It's not candy. This ain't funny. This ain't no candy.
It doesn't make a difference, you know, because a lot of people that are against us don't have our fight.
Lights, camera, action, YouTube.
But we definitely got to stay focused, and we got to stay calm, and we got to keep our wits. And if anybody have any future announcements, this is the time, because I have the. Here you go. Come on. If you don't notice, I do have a cold, so I won't talk too long.
For those of you who haven't seen it, we do have a leaflet for people to actually call the prosecutor's office and demand that they press charges against both Burdell and Maison. And so you can easily just take one of these sheets. You can call them, you can email them, you can fax them. And you may not get very far through, but you can sometimes leave messages and find out what they're saying. Supposedly they are selecting people for the grand jury now. We don't know when the grand jury is going to start, but we do know that they plan to have the grand jury without charging either cop and start the grand jury that way. So we're very concerned that that sends a message to the grand jury that they don't think that this rises to the level of a crime. So we want to impress on them that we expect them to charge them, and not only that, we expect them to prosecute them to the full extent of the law and aggressively go after them. So if you want a leaflet, or if you know anybody, you could give it to, post it up, whatever, so that people can be calling. Okay?
When is the next week of meeting? The next day?
Everybody like this time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great, beautiful time.
Wednesday, 5?